Director. We have a new mission for you. We need your skills to patch up some vintage shortwave radio gear that we use to keep track of certain Kilo Golf Bravo elements. We need 20 parts duplicated ASAP. Look for pickup instructions to follow soon.
Morning, Wyatt. After I picked up the package last night, I went to hockey and I got into a fight with Tony Grazilla and I injured my hand. So you're gonna have to complete the mission. This is the part. This is the dial knob for this short wave, and probably can't spy on the commies if you can't tune the shortwave to the right frequency now, can you? Let's clean this part. I mean, who knows where it's been. It needs a good cleaning. All right, it needs a good polish. Let's take it over to the polishing wheel. And Wyatt's gonna work his magic. We always use this 3M purple polish, and I'll leave a link in the description below where you can get some. It's not cheap, but this stuff is fantastic. It really polishes up plastic and paint, pretty much anything. Absolutely fantastic. Can't recommend it enough. We'll put it back in the ultrasonic cleaner to remove all the polishing residue off of the part so that it's nice and clean for when we cast it. All right, that part's good enough to cast. I'm happy with that. Good job, Wyatt. In CAD, I'll create some data so that I can make a 3D printed splitter board with a key seal and a ring that will be the walls for the mold. We use white glue to secure the part to the 3D printed splitter board. And the reason we use white glue here is that it's water soluble and it just flakes off. It doesn't damage the part, and it's easy to remove any residue. It's just water based, and generally it just flakes off afterwards. It's easy to clean. We'll use a piece of clay here on the splitter board where the ring goes around, and then that seals the connection between the ring, as you'll see here in a minute. And we'll put a piece of tape on top of that just to hold everything together, and then we'll trim off the excess, and we'll add a couple rubber bands just to hold everything together so that there's no way that it can come apart when we put silicone into the mold. All right, let's mix up a little bit of silicone. We're going to use a standard GI 1040 from Silicone Inc. This is our go-to silicone. We use this for almost everything. It's long-lasting, it's durable, it's dependable. It makes mold making really easy for us. Link in the description. After you mix it, we degas it in the vacuum tank. This removes all the bubbles from mixing up the silicone, and that way when we pour the silicone into the mold, we're not going to have any bubbles or any trapped air between the part and the silicone. And this ensures, in theory at least, that we get a good silicone mold and a good cast off of the one side of the part that we're pouring here. We pour from one spot, we'll let the silicone flow out over the whole mold so that we don't trap any air bubbles inside the silicone and the part, and we get a nice bubble-free silicone part. Now, we've really found over time that using vibration really helps us remove bubbles from silicone and resin. The vibration table is a dental vibration tool, and we place that next to the mold, and that just gently vibrates any air that's left in the silicone from pouring it into the mold out and to the top, ensuring that we get the best possible silicone mold that we possibly can. So the silicone is cured here overnight, and Wyatt's removing the tape and the rubber bands, and he's gonna pull the ring off from around the silicone, flip it over, and then he's gonna punch out the part. And now you want to leave the part in your silicone mold, right? You don't want to disturb that, and we want to prep by removing any white glue, any residue that was left over. This is why we use the white glue. We're going to apply a release agent to the silicone here after Wyatt has added the pour sprue and the vents. So we pour in the low spot and we vent in the high spot. We'll mix up some more silicone, and this will be for the B side of the mold. We'll do the same thing as we did before. Mix it really well, degas it in the vacuum tank, and we'll add the silicone to the other side. Again, we'll use vibration. This will help us remove all the air bubbles. To make some clear parts, we're going to use BJB's WC85, Water Clear 85. And this is our go-to clear UV stable resin. Sets up pretty quick, easy to work with, easy to degas. I'll leave a link in the description below to the BJB website where you can order some from them for one of your projects. We use a syringe. This is all gravity fed. We tip the tool on a piece of glass, put that syringe in there, and then again we're going to take the vibration tool and we're going to vibrate, and that is going to cause the resin to flow into the mold a little bit. We also heat the mold, and the warmth of the heated mold also allows the resin to slide into the silicone and flow out the vents here. We have to make a lot of these. We often put a piece of rubber band around it just to make sure that the mold doesn't come apart. This is just extra insurance. And then this is a part. Minor cleanup is needed. Got the vent and the pour sprues and a tiny bit of flash, but that's pretty easy to clean up. And here are our 20 parts. We've got to do a little bit of packaging because we need to covertly get these parts to the next agent. And so we're going to make some secret packaging to protect these parts and also conceal them so that we can transfer them to the next agent to get them back into the field so that our operatives can successfully complete their missions. Are you looking for something specific?
Yes, I'm looking for a coney dog.
They probably have those over there on Lafayette and Michigan. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Make sure to hit the bell so you get notifications every time I have a new video. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Botzen Design. I'm now on Blue Sky and unfortunately still on Instagram. Rock on. Don't forget to check out the t-shirts and hoodies in the merch shelf below. Click here to check out some of the other design and making videos that I have that you might enjoy.